Hey everyone, welcome back to Top Gamu. Today we're diving deep into one of gaming's most iconic franchises, Assassin's Creed. From its humble beginnings to its rise as a powerhouse in the gaming world, we'll be looking at the sales numbers for each major title, starting from the lowest and working our way up to the biggest hits in the series. But that's not all. We've also got some exciting updates on Assassin's Creed Shadows. After plenty of delays and drama, Shadows is finally launched, and the big question on everyone's mind is it a hit? Well, we've got the latest numbers and some insights on how it's performing so far, especially in comparison to past games in the series. So grab your hidden blades and get ready for a deep dive into the sales history of Assassin's Creed and everything you need to know about Shadows. Let's get into it. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. With 600,000 copies sold, Liberation was the first game in the series, designed specifically for a handheld console. It introduced Aveline de Grandpré, the franchise's first playable female protagonist. While the game was praised for its unique New Orleans setting and fresh perspective, its launch on the PS Vita came with technical limitations. The remastered version improved several aspects but didn't see major commercial success. Assassin's Creed Rogue. With 2,380,000 copies sold, Rogue launched alongside Unity, offering a unique twist by letting players see the story from the Templars' perspective. It was praised for its engaging naval combat and deep narrative, but was overshadowed by Unity's release and didn't get as much attention. However, the remastered version gave it a second life, earning more appreciation from fans over time. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. With 4,120,000 copies sold, Syndicate took players to the Industrial Revolution and introduced the Fry twins, allowing them to switch between two protagonists. It was praised for its improved combat and traversal mechanics, but sales fell short of expectations, likely due to franchise fatigue after Unity. Over time, however, it has been reevaluated more positively, with many now considering it an underrated gem. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. With 6,920,000 copies sold, Brotherhood continued Ezio's journey, refining gameplay mechanics and introducing a recruitment system for fellow assassins. It also brought multiplayer to the series, an innovative addition that wasn't heavily explored in later games. Highly praised for its story and improvements over its predecessor, Brotherhood remains one of the most beloved titles in the franchise. Assassin's Creed Unity. With 7,660,000 copies sold, Unity had one of the most troubled launches in the franchise, with technical issues overshadowing its highly detailed recreation of Paris during the French Revolution. Over time, through patches and updates, it has gained a cult following thanks to its fluid parkour system and engaging cooperative multiplayer mode. Despite its rocky start, many now view Unity as a visually stunning and ambitious entry in the series. Assassin's Creed Revelations. With 9,180,000 copies sold, Revelations concluded Ezio Auditore's story and introduced new tools like the Hook Blade, while also tying in Altair's legacy. Though praised for its emotional depth, it was criticized for offering minimal gameplay innovations. While not the strongest in terms of mechanics, it provided a satisfying narrative closure for one of the franchise's most beloved protagonists. Assassin's Creed. With 11,280,000 copies sold, the original Assassin's Creed laid the foundation for the franchise, introducing its iconic parkour and stealth mechanics. While it faced criticism for repetitive gameplay and a lack of variety, its historical setting and innovative open-world approach helped establish Assassin's Creed as a major gaming series. Assassin's Creed 2. With 11,360,000 copies sold, Assassin's Creed 2 is considered one of the best entries in the series. It introduced Ezio Auditore, a charismatic protagonist, and made vast improvements to the mechanics of the first game. The Renaissance setting, engaging story, and refined gameplay contributed to its massive success. It remains a fan favorite and a gold standard for storytelling in the franchise. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. With 12,720,000 copies sold, Black Flag introduced an exciting pirate adventure with naval combat that redefined the series. Its vast open-world Caribbean setting and charismatic protagonist, Edward Kenway, made it one of the most praised Assassin's Creed games. While some criticized it for straying too far from traditional assassin gameplay, its innovation and engaging mechanics helped make it a fan favorite. Assassin's Creed 3. With 13,050,000 copies sold, Assassin's Creed 3 was set during the American Revolution and introduced a new protagonist, Connor, along with a revamped combat system. While its sales were strong, opinions on the game were divided. Some praised its historical setting and fluid combat, while others felt its protagonist lacked the charisma of Ezio. Despite the mixed reception, its technical improvements made it a landmark title in the series. Assassin's Creed Origins. With 14,360,000 copies sold, Origins marked a turning point in the franchise, introducing RPG elements and a vast open world set in ancient Egypt. Bayek, the protagonist, was well received, and the game's new combat mechanics were praised for bringing fresh energy to the series. Many fans consider it the start of the new era of Assassin's Creed games. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. With 15,730,000 copies sold, Odyssey expanded on the RPG elements introduced in Origins, offering players the choice between two protagonists and multiple story endings. While it was a commercial success, some longtime fans felt it deviated too much from the franchise's stealth roots. Regardless, its expansive world and deep RPG mechanics made it one of the most immersive Assassin's Creed experiences. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. With 19 million copies sold, Valhalla is the best-selling Assassin's Creed game to date. It took players into the Viking era with a sprawling open world and refined RPG mechanics. Its strong narrative and engaging combat system made it a massive hit, though some players missed the more traditional Assassin's Creed elements. Ubisoft declared it the most successful launch in the franchise's history. Assassin's Creed Shadows has officially launched after several delays, plenty of drama, and a company that feels like it's constantly walking a fine line. Given Ubisoft's current situation, the performance of Shadows could be a pivotal moment for its future, though it may not be the ultimate deciding factor for where the company goes next. Still, there's a lot riding on how this game does. Right now, there's one big question on everyone's mind. Is Assassin's Creed Shadows a hit? And the answers are coming in from multiple angles, some with context, some without. Let's break down the facts along with the context behind them to better understand what's going on. In just a few days, Shadows has already reached 2 million players, according to Ubisoft. This is a solid achievement, especially when you compare it to Origins and Odyssey, both of which saw fewer players during their early days. It hasn't quite matched Valhalla, though, which remains the best-performing game in the series so far. That said, hitting 2 million players is still a strong sign of interest. However, there's some nuance to this figure. While 2 million players is impressive, it's important to note that this doesn't directly translate to 2 million sales. Ubisoft hasn't stated this explicitly, and it's likely that some portion of these players are accessing the game through Ubisoft's subscription service. We don't know how big that portion is, but it's something to keep in mind when assessing the overall success of Shadows. Ultimately, while Assassin's Creed Shadows has made a strong debut, its true success will depend on how it continues to perform in the long term. Given Ubisoft's current challenges, all eyes are on Shadows to see if it can help steer the company toward a more stable future, or if it will just be another chapter in Ubisoft's ongoing struggles. Whatever the outcome, it's clear that Shadows has the potential to be a defining moment for both the Assassin's Creed franchise and Ubisoft as a whole. All right, that wraps up our deep dive into the sales history of Assassin's Creed and the latest updates on Shadows. It's clear that the franchise has come a long way, and Shadows has a lot to prove moving forward. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this. I'd love to hear what you think. Are you excited about Assassin's Creed Shadows? Do you think it has what it takes to be the next big hit? Drop a comment below with your thoughts, or if you've got any predictions for the future of the franchise, I'd love to read them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Top Gamu.